Hey guys, Ken with Provectus Group coming to you today to talk to you about something that I get a lot of questions about, and that is, if I'm pulled over, what should I do if I have firearms in the car? Know what I'm saying? Push, push, push. So, you're driving down the road, you're hanging out, and all of a sudden this happens. You're pulled over. First thing that you want to make sure that you do is you want to slow down and signal to the right, and you want to pull over to a safe area. You want to pull over to an area that's going to be both safe for you and the officer. The next thing that you want to do after you pull to a safe place is you want to put the car in park and you want to take your foot off the brake. Now, taking your foot off the brake is kind of a big deal, because when I was in law enforcement, when I would pull somebody over and we pulled over to the side of the road, if they continued to leave their foot on the brake, it made me wonder if they were going to try to take off on me as soon as I got out of the car. So make sure after you put the car in park, go ahead and take your foot off the brake. It's always a good idea to roll down the driver's window as soon as you pull over. But if you have dark tinted windows like I do, go ahead and roll all the windows down. Just gives that officer a little bit more peace of mind. If it's nighttime, go ahead and turn on your dome light so that it illuminates the inside of the vehicle, again, giving the officer a little bit more peace of mind. The last thing that you want to do is you want to take both your hands and you want to place them on the steering wheel. Now, as a police officer, we're trained to always watch the hands. The hands is what, for the most part, is going to cause great bodily harm or death to people. So keep them on the steering wheel and leave them there. There's been a lot of misconceptions that have been floating around where some people say, well, I want to go ahead and have my driver's license and I want to have my insurance and my registration before the police officer gets to the car. Don't worry about any of that. Put your hands on the steering wheel. The officer is going to tell you exactly what he's going to need. So the officer approaches the window and they tell you why they stopped you. After they tell you that, they're going to ask you for your driver's license, your insurance, proof of registration. This is when I will go ahead and voluntarily tell the police officer, hey, I have a concealed weapons permit and I do have a firearm inside of the car. It's very, very important that you do not reach for anything. Still, keep your hands on the steering wheel. After you do this, the officer is going to ask you, okay, where is the firearm? Again, do not reach for wherever that firearm is. Just tell the officer where it is. It's in my glove box, it's in my center console, or it's inside my waistband on my right side. Now I'm going to go ahead and say this. There are some states that require you to tell a police officer that you have a firearm in your car. I live in the state of Georgia and it does not require you to tell a police officer that you have a firearm. But to be honest with you, I've always found that it's a good idea as a courtesy just to let the officer know. After you've told the officer where the firearm is, the officer is going to give you instructions on what to do next. Whether the officer wants to get the firearm himself or herself, or if the officer doesn't mind you giving them the firearm. If an officer asks you to give them the firearm, only use these two fingers, your thumb and your index finger, grab the grip and hand them the firearm. The last option, and this is what I would do most of the time, especially if I was dealing with somebody and I felt that they were not a criminal, I would just say, hey, listen, leave the firearm where it's at and just don't reach for it. There's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of information floating around on what you should do and what you shouldn't do. But coming from my knowledge, training, and experience of being a law enforcement officer, anytime anybody followed the tips like I just gave you, the traffic stop always went well. As a police officer, it kind of gave me a little peace of mind. Number one, I appreciated the fact that the driver divulged that, hey, I have a firearm in the car, I just want to let you know. It kind of makes you feel good, you know, and knowing that somebody is looking out for you. Hey, I don't have to tell you, but I'm just letting you know I have a firearm in the car. Hey, thank you. We do appreciate that. But then as the driver, it gives you peace of mind to know that you're doing exactly what you should be doing during the traffic stop. There's no uncertainty. So, again, hope this helped you. If you have any questions about anything, just put them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. First, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for tuning in. For more content and shenanigans, hit us up on Facebook or Instagram or on our website, provectusgroup.org. And since I know you guys are so awesome, hit that damn subscribe and like button. Love you guys and see you next time.